Hi, this is Alcan. Welcome back to my channel. We have an interesting story from Law and Crime dealing with a possible gag order from Jack Smith on the document case, but it doesn't seem to be going very well. Unfortunately for those Jack Smith fans out there, your guy is a big screw up. Okay, this is not his first rodeo. He should know better, but you know, of course, I'm mad because of his stupidity. We still got Bob Melendez as our senator. So I don't want to hear, oh, you're better because you want to support Trump. Trump is not our senator. It's Bob Melendez, and he's on trial again. So anyway, this is how it goes. It says not an incitement to violence. Stephanie Miller legal group moves to rescue Trump from Jack Smith Mar-a-Lago gag demand by Matt Naham. This is from Law and Crime. I don't know if it's Democrat or Republican, but see how it goes. Jack Smith, they have photos of him and Miller. Not important. After the judge in Mar-a-Lago case refused to allow a coalition of Republican attorneys generals to weigh in on special counsel Jack Smith's request for a gag order on the defense Donald Trump, the legal group of former Trump White House senior advisor Stephen Miller is trying to intervene on the same issue. America First Legal Foundation, like the AG that U.S. District Attorney Elian Cannon rejected, advanced the argument that the special counsel's attempt to modify Trump's pretrial release condition by imposing a gag order and prior restraint on speech during his reelection campaign practically ignores the First Amendment. The special counsel, on the eve of the Memorial Day weekend, moved to modify Trump's bond condition, citing that his grossly misleading and inflammatory Truth Social post, which Smith says put law enforcement and potential trial witness in foreseeable danger. Yeah, right. Okay. With falsehood about Mar-a-Lago's search, some of it has been debunked by now. Especially claimed that the feds were authorized to use deadly lethal force. Nobody told you to put that on paper. That's your stupidity, not mine. Yours. And by the way, that was blacked out for a good reason. Those statements created a grossly misleading impression about the intent and the conduct of federal law enforcement agents. Yeah, right. Falsely suggesting that they were complicit in a plot to assassinate him and expose those agents, some who will be witnesses at trial, to the risk of threats, violence, and harassment, Smith argued in May. But they didn't show no proof of this situation. It's like Alvin Bragg saying, "Oh, I've been threatened," and he only shows one letter in the newspaper, but only the envelope. He doesn't, not the content. So, Trump defense lawyers have since responded by calling Smith's move a shocking display of overreach and disregard for the Constitution in search of an unconstitutional gag order. Oh my God. AFL, for which Miller serves as president, is now seeking Cannon's permission to weigh in as an humanist currens, Latin for friend of the court. As they filed a proposed brief that supports the argument of Trump's defense, the government has moved the court to impose conditions of release on President Trump that would interfere with his First Amendment free speech rights. The government claims to do so in the name of safety and to avoid prejudice to this proceeding, the group says, but the government fails far short of overcoming the constitutional scrutiny that applies to this request for prior restraint on President Trump's speech. And by the way, the gag order in New York is still in effect when the debate's supposed to take place this Thursday, and now by adding this gag order, it was limit him even more. See, they try to be sneaky here, claiming that the special counsel's gag demand particularly ignored the Constitution, mentioning that the First Amendment constrained owning and passing. AFL said that Smith did not show Trump post about the Mar-a-Lago search amount to an incitement, whatever the hell that means. President Trump's statements are not incitement to violence. Oh, okay, I get it. Read one of the brief's hearings under the AFL assessment did not meet the extreme high standards for silencing Trump over the course of the Espionage Act case. The proposed brief was submitted by the local Florida Council, AFL's Daniel Z. Epstein, and notably by Judd E. Stone II, former Solicitor General in the Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's office. The non-party to the case notes that Trump's team consent to their brief arguments and the special counsel did not take position. So this is again Jack Smith's doing. Eyes are also on Mar-a-Lago case on Friday as other groups of friends of the court argument in both for and against the constitutionality of Smith's powers to prosecute. The post not an incitement to violence, Stephen Miller's legal group moves to rescue Trump from Jack Smith's Mar-a-Lago gag order. The man first appear on Law and Crime, so they're taking credit for that. Well, the thing is, yes, all these New York courts and then the courts in Washington D.C. they got gag orders on Trump, and we believe now this is being done to, they said to protect. What we've done is to comment free speech so that he can't use it in a campaign. And Thursday is the debate between him and Biden, and that gag order is still in effect in New York, which we don't understand why, because the case has been over. But I think they're doing it to restrain him with political interference. That's what I'm beginning to see. I'm a Democrat, and I don't even like what they're doing. So that's why I stopped doing business in New York as well. I'm not even going to a Yankee game this year. I'm sorry, but my money's staying in Jersey this year. So sorry. If I go to New York, it's to close any loose ends, and that's it. Boom. But the fact of the matter is, Jack Smith has been a screw up for a long time. He's been screwing up cases since the Obama era. He messed up Bob Melendez's case. That's why he's still a senator from New Jersey. That's why he's on trial again, because they didn't get him the first time. They hope to get him the second time. But it caused a problem because now you have possibly 3 people running for that same Senate seat. Another Democrat took his spot. Melendez running as an independent. And then you have a Republican running as well. So if Trump does well, we might have a Republican senator. That's going to cause problems for Biden as well. Because he has less people, he can't put his agenda, even if he did win. But, the House looks like it's going to stay Republican. But the fact is that Smith's credibility is not the only thing in question. His authority is also in question. He hasn't been appointed by the president, nor was he approved by the Senate. So what the hell is he doing there? And by the way, Judge Enron from New York, he's under investigation. Isn't that lovely? The guy who found Trump guilty of fooling around with the numbers on his business up there and trying to hit him with a $455 million judgment down to $175. Well, he don't rescue himself. I hope they lead him out in handcuffs. I think that's going to straighten his ass out once and for all. So that's it for now. This is Al Ken saying so long for now. Don't forget your stop. Bye-bye, Jack. Oh, you're whack.